Many believers have their mouths closed when they ought to be open, or have their mouths open when they ought to be closed. And so there's many aspects that we can't talk. There's so much in the scriptures to talk about the power of the spoken word. But today we're going to talk about the power of a proclamation, which is a special kind of spoken word that's talked about in the Bible. Proclamation. The word proclamation in the biblical language means to shout forth. Proclaim. Huh? Did I make somebody jump? Sorry. How many of you know that there's something about when you holler a word rather than just saying it, that it has some, right? If you look to your spouse and you say, Hannah versus Hannah, those are two different words, even though it's the same word. And that there are times in our prayer closet, times in our walk with God, where we shouldn't whisper the word that needs to be said. It needs to be proclaimed. Proclaimed with boldness. Proclaimed. Shouted forth. The word proclamation is akin to and connected to a town crier. We don't have those anymore. We had newspapers, and now what do we have? Too much of everything, actually. But anyway, town crier, what would the town crier say? Hear ye, hear ye. Now, what the town crier is about to say is not his own words. It's the words of the king. Hear ye, hear ye. And how many of you know that in England or some other town where you have a town crier, that if he has got the uniform on, if he's got the outfit, what he says is from the top. It's not his words, but his words have power. Amen? It's a proclamation. Another type of proclamation is the cry of a watchman. A watchman is a person